Unilam yang persia Dr. Mukul sangwa penpau yang suki jul halo gajing bagi breu ka Khappud ka India Balish ka Kindu na gajing ka Saina Sia. Habasim mata kajing kran hapo kedol basan rai mata kasengi Dr. Mukul ong bagi breu basa Khappud ka India Balish bagi tribri kira ban lej rep lej riang yang jaka jongki handai masukri kong bakin omyo ban lej ot pat ya marep jongki nama bala ka Saina Shaba bagi breu na silyang put kila bantu bante mi marep jongki. Ulang ba ka Khappud kadai nasiru poin handai balik BSF kimla banyada yang breu nasiru poin haka juk pol ong ba kawai pat ka jing kita jaka kadai na jing slam ban seu bai khendeu nama bas ka simpol slam plat ban poi sakitra jaka haba ka soka India ka sim jaka ban ka China ula kentu yang soka jela bukan ya kren teng bak soka India ban pliru kambun yang border hat ban plilat ya ka yok ka kot ka kamai ka ji yang breu basta Khappud Hakoi kalian haba kentho halo kajing sia Khang ki kalikit Marbam bat Marba kongsan hari breu ka Assam Dangsien ulah takran teng ek sokal Meghalaya bat ke Bor district bat labu jingkli Balei ka sia ban Khanglat jigi kalikit Marbam Hajorabat bat ki Marba kongsan kum ke petrol Khappud ka Assam bagi Meghalaya ulah bu jingkli mano ba ai bol ban Khang hakabadei ka surok ba jong kali bat dai ban Ujor Ejahar persya ik ba pentut ikrai kawan ki kalikit Marbam bat kimar bukongsan ulang baga soka kadairu ban beteng ya skim jong soka jela ban ai ya ki kam penroi Khappud ka Assam bai Khang Khang ban tel akam ya jing sya penbe ki breu hak soka Assam kebujuan barabor il siir ban te ya ki kam penroi Khang ban yo ban keni ya ki jaka jong kejela Meghalaya
of the state as a whole. Few of the important points has been already also flagged before the government by the honorable member from Nongpo. It is one important point which has been brought to the notice of this August House today. We are aware that along the Indo-Bangla border, fencing work is going on. And in some stretches, fencing has been already completed. But the landowners, there are two things, two aspects of this impact of the Indo-Bangla border fencing in respect of Meghalaya, which may be similar in other states also. One is the land which is left outside the fence, outside the fencing, which cannot be used by the landowners. And even if landowners are able to use it during the time of sowing, during the time of harvest, the people from the other side of the border will end up harvesting and no protection whatsoever. This is one important issue which the government has to take up in sync with Government of India. The overall support, protection required to be given to our people residing in those areas who has very limited land ownership, because the land is on the other side of the fence. Now the border is not the fencing, border is the 0 point. So why shouldn't the securities manning the Indo-Bangla border man it at the 0 point and provide the necessary security for our people? This is one very important, pertinent issue which must be taken cognizance of by Government of India, and all the necessary support along the Indo-Bangla border must be provided for our farmers. That is one part. And another part is the pending compensation. There are some reasons, there are some issues which I am aware of pertaining to the valuation, etc., but it has taken too long a time. Therefore, having said this, many of the landowners have, as we all know, longevity is always an issue. It's in the hand of God, not in the hand of any one of us. So I think to do justice to the landowners whose land has been alienated and utilized for the fencing, let this particular issue be resolved at the earliest, and let whatever is the due compensation payable to the landowners be expeditiously completed. The same issue has been already flagged by our honorable member of Nongpo. Then another part is this border hut. Now, the importance of border hub, even from geopolitical perspective, it's very important, based on which we were able to convince Government of India to agree to reopen the border huts. Kalachor being the first border hut, then the Balat the second, then subsequent to that we got a sanction of 4 border huts, but these are not operationalized. Only one has been operationalized recently, I think that is that Bolaganj. But the rest, Nali Kata in southwest Khasi Hills, Sibari in South Garo Hills, and Rinku in East Khasi Hills. Money has been already released by Ministry of Commerce. It's with the Department of Industry, Government of Meghalaya, but these particular locations to complete the whole process of establishment and operationalization of this border. And besides this, we must further ask Government of India to agree to all other identified areas where border hut can be established. It helps us in many ways. And in fact, from the economic perspective, we have looked at the overall trade balance. The sale proceeds from our end was more than triple than what actually we buy at the time of transaction on the designated day in the border hut. If the total turnover is say X amount, 70% is the sale proceeds of our own produce and 30% is the purchase part, rather the sale part from Bangladesh, the other side. So it helps us economically, but at the same time, from geopolitical angle, it is very important. It also is a powerful weapon for the law enforcing agencies, for the security agencies, to get access to inputs about all the illegalities that takes place. I have actually tried to use this as a convincing point to agree to start the border hut. At the time, in 2011, we inaugurated the first border hut, resumption of border hut after a long, I must say the border huts were all done away with, but then we resumed it. So this is one issue I would like to ask the government. Through the Chief Minister himself, I think this issue must be taken up. There are many other aspects by which we should find the Government of India to agree to. There are many other aspects from geopolitical angle. And then another important part is that the usual problem of our people. Now I will not dwell on those areas where we have the people facing the problem, those who are residing in those areas of difference along the Assam-Meghalaya border. It has been appropriately already articulated by the mover of the motion. But while saying so, I would also like to remind ourselves that this particular problem is often on very unpleasant and avoidable as well. It is very important for government to ensure stability of governance at the district level. The deputy commissioners, the SPs. If we keep on transferring the SPs and DCs too frequently, by the time they get acclimatized with the problems, the complexities of problem, then another new man comes. This is one of the problems. I've been watching it. I have also drawn the attention of the government pertaining to this. I have made my submission in this regard earlier also. Look at the record. How many years we kept the DC of West Khasi Hills? How many years? One of the deputy commissioners we didn't transfer because we needed to ensure that somebody who is thoroughly acclimatized with the problems is there. Post-Langpi problem. See, these are reasons, these are compulsions sometimes. We put new man, new SP, new DC, new SP, new, it goes on and on. For whose benefit? But at the same time, look at the fallout. This is one serious issue which should be taken cognizance of by the government. And as far as these districts are concerned, whether it is North Garo Hills, whether it is West Garo Hills, whether it is West Khasi Hills, whether it is Riboy, whether it is West Giant Hills, whether it is East Giant Hills, these are very crucial, important districts.